All right, we're going to call a meeting of the Finance Committee to order on January 5th, 2022.
7:03.
Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Mayor Dodges,
Here.
Alderman Patricia Clay,
Here.
Alderman at Large Michael B. O'Brien,
Present.
Alderwoman at Large Shoshana Kelly,
Here.
Alderman at Large Brandon Michael Laws,
Here.
and Alderwoman Elizabeth Lou,
Here.
and the clerk is here. We have a quorum.
Thank you. Public comment. Is there any member of the public who would like to address the committee? All right, communications. The first being from Kelly Parkinson, Purchasing Manager. Alderwoman Harriet Gathright.
Mr. Mayor, I motion to accept, place on file, and approve a contract with Wright Pierce to provide preliminary design plans and specifications for the drywall valve and pipe replacement project in an amount not to exceed $105,800. Funding through Department 169 Wastewater, Fund Wastewater Activity, WW Plant Drywall Valve Replacement by roll. We don't need roll call.
No, everybody is present.
Yes.
Physically present. All right, Mr. Boucher, who I see is on Zoom.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Dave Boucher, wastewater superintendent. So this is to hire the service of Wright Pierce to do the preliminary design plans for our dry well valve and pipe replacement project. This project entails replacing all the main piping in our main building. The piping size is around 36 inches. It's the piping that is used to collect all the sewage in the city and pump it from a low level in the city up 2 stories for further treatment at the wastewater plant. It's a rather large project because this piping on an average day has around 11 million gallons flowing through it. And if we have a storm, it can go up to 50 million gallons. So the tricky part is bypassing this piping so that the work can be done, so that we can replace it.
All right.
Can I answer any questions? Is there any?
Questions, comments? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next item, another communication from Kelly Parkinson, Purchasing Manager. Alderwoman Harriet Gathright.
Mr. Mayor, I motion to accept and place on file and approve the purchase of one digester sludge heat exchanger, asset ID PDSHX, in the amount of $57,000 from Alpha Lava Inc. of Richmond, Virginia, for the primary digester. Funding will be through Department 169 Wastewater Fund Worth, account classification B1 capital equipment.
All right, Mr. Boucher.
Dave Boucher with Water Superintendent. This is a major piece of equipment. It's a heat exchanger. It's used to heat the sludge in our primary digester, which is a 1.3 million gallon sludge holding tank. This piece of equipment has reached its useful life. It is in our wastewater equipment replacement fund program. And this company is the only one that makes it for this digester. I can answer any questions.
Anyone? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Another communication, thank you very much, from Kelly Parkinson, Purchasing Manager, Alderwoman Harriet Gathright.
Mr. Mayor, I motion to accept, place on file, and approve a change order to the contract with Sanborn Head and Associates, Inc. to complete the process of permitting the Phase 4 line landfill with New Hampshire DES, prepare construction plans, specifications, and bid documents, and perform bid phase services in the amount not to exceed $210,000. Funding will be through Department 168 Solid Waste Fund Bond Activity, Landfill Expansion Phase 3 and 4 by roll call.
Now, Mr. LaFleur is on the line, is on the Zoom.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. This request is to, like it says, to complete the permitting process for the Phase 4 landfill, which will give us 30 plus years of airspace, much needed for the city. there's a bunch of items that is entailed into this process. It's, completeness, review of a letter that we have to submit to DES, design review letters, alteration of terrain, we have to send a letter into that. And this would include all the support and meetings that are needed for all of this.
All right. Anyone? Alderman O'Brien.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. LaFleur, you did say this will increase the life expectancy 30 years?
Yes, sir. This is the fill between the valley fill between the two hills. This is the one we're trying to get permitted before any big changes at DES happen.
Well done, because I thought that window was getting very shorter over the years, but I'm glad you're looking into this, because we would be in the mess if we didn't. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right, all those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Communication again from Kelly Parkinson, Purchasing Manager, Alderwoman Harriet Gathright.
Mr. Mayor, motion to accept, place on file, and approve a contract with Clearspan Fabric Structures International of Glastonbury, Connecticut, in the amount of $352,375 to construct the 65 feet wide by 220 feet long truss building to park the solid waste department collection trucks under. Pricing is through the Sourcewell contract number 091319-CSS. Funding will be through Department 168 Solid Waste Fund, Bond Activity, SW Equipment Coverage/Storage.
Mr. LaFleur?
Thank you. Yes, Jeff LaFleur, Superintendent of Solid Waste. As you all know, this has been a big project that we've been trying to do over the past 10 years since I've been superintendent, trying to get all of our collection equipment vehicles underneath a canopy to help prolong the life of the vehicles instead of having them out in the weather. This is also to help keep the snow off the tops of the roofs of the trucks. We have a very hard time cleaning off the tops of the trucks with snow brushes after big snowstorms, so this would help alleviate any of that, making us more safe out on the roads.
All right, anybody have, Alderwoman Clee?
Thank you. And thank you, Mr. LaFleur, for bringing this forward. I think that's really important. We have a law in New Hampshire, but I know your trucks would be excluded because it would be difficult to get to them. But a lot of people have lost their lives from snow coming off of the tops of trucks. So thank you for putting this through.
Thank you so much.
Alderman O'Brien?
Yes, I just wondered, which facility is this going to be built at? Is this going to be part of the phasing as we look at the solid waste landfill, or is this going in the current location on Stadium Drive?
No, great question. This is going over at the landfill. It's going to be kind of behind where the new DPW building's being built. The good thing about going with this Clearspan structure is if it ever has to be moved, it's able to be disassembled and moved. That was one of the big deciding factors of me purchasing this.
Brilliant, because that would go hand in hand with the new administration building that hopefully will be built at that facility, correct?
Yes, sir.
Outstanding, thank you.
Anyone have comments or questions? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion, opposed, motion passes. Next communication from Kelly Parkinson, Purchasing Manager, Alderwoman Harriet Gathright.
Mr. Mayor, I motion to accept, place on file, and approve a change order to the contract with Sanborn Head Associates, Inc. to prepare and submit a New Hampshire DES Type 2 permit modification, prepare plans, specifications, and bid documents, and perform bid phase services for the construction of the Phase 3, Stage 2 line landfill expansion in the amount not to exceed $91,000. Funding will be through Department 168 Solid Waste Fund Bond Activity, Landfill Expansion Phase 3 and 4.
Mr. LaFleur?
Thank you. Yes, Jeff LaFleur, Superintendent of Solid Waste. When we opened up our new landfill in the phase 3, we knew that there was going to be a second phase to this. With the length of time that is taking DES to approve permits and everything, we need to get this moving to gain some more airspace. We will gain probably another 3 or 4 more years of airspace in the phase 3 landfill by doing this design. It's called a zigzag. It's designed to gain more airspace for the city. So this is the permit application being submitted, and Sanborn had taken care of all of the paperwork, just like for phase 4.
Anyone? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Unfinished business, none. New business resolutions, none. New business ordinances, none. Record of expenditures. Alderwoman Harriet Gathright.
A motion that the Finance Committee has complied with the city charter and ordinance pertaining to the record of expenditures for the period from December 10th, 2021 to December 31st, 2021.
And that we approve it? Yes. Excuse me, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. General discussion, are there any items of general discussion? Alderwoman Clee.
Actually, this probably should go with remarks by the Alderman. I'll wait. Sorry.
Public comment, any member of the public want to address the committee? I don't see anyone. Remarks by Alderman. Alderwoman
Thank
Clee.
you. Thank you. I'd just like to say goodbye to Alderman Harriet Gathright and Alderman Brandon Laws. It's been great working with you, and I hope to be doing it soon, maybe in another 2 years or. Oh, I'm sorry, and Alderwoman Lou. I apologize. I forgot that entire row, with the exception of Alderman Jettie. It's been a pleasure serving with you on this committee, and I hope to see you soon, maybe in 2 years. So, thank you.
Sure you're speaking for all of us.
Yeah, but, we'd like to hear it.
Yeah.
All right.
You want a standing ovation?
Yes.
But, Mr. Mayor, I would have remembered Alderman Lou.
Alderwoman Harriet Gathright,
Let's try that again.
Alderman Laws, Alderwoman Lou.
Sure was in the verse.
Thank you for serving the city and serving on the Finance Committee for the last 2 years. Would you like me to add more, more
Didn't you get the script?
I
adjectives?
feel like I should give a shout out to Sophia. How beautiful she is. And that's it. You can say that too.
All right, anyone else? All right, Alderwoman Clee.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to motion for adjournment, and I would like to do it by roll call because this is Alderman Harriet Gathwright's last roll call. So, thank you.
Please, Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Clee,
Yes.
Alderwoman Lou,
Yes.
clerk says yes. Alderwoman Kelly,
Yes.
Alderman Laws,
Yes.
Alderman O'Brien,
Yes.
and Mayor Dodges.
Yes. And the meeting of the Finance Committee is adjourned at 7:16.